Hey there, it's Brian, your honest mechanic. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're tackling a topic that strikes fear into the hearts of many car owners, the dreaded rear main seal leak. If you've noticed oil stains on your driveway or garage floor, or if your mechanic has given you the bad news, you're probably wondering about the symptoms, causes, and replacement costs associated with this issue. Well, you've come to the right place. Let's dive in and get you the information you need to make an informed decision. First off, let's talk about what the rear main seal actually does. This crucial component is located at the back of your engine where the crankshaft connects to the transmission. Its job is to keep the engine oil inside the engine and prevent it from leaking out. The seal is typically made of rubber or silicone and sits snugly against the crankshaft to create a tight seal. Now, over time, the rear main seal can deteriorate due to age, heat, and constant exposure to engine oil. When this happens, you might notice some telltale signs. The most obvious symptom is oil leaks. If you see a puddle of oil under your car, especially near the back of the engine, it could be a rear main seal leak. Another red flag is if you find yourself having to top off your engine oil more frequently than usual. A damaged rear main seal can cause a slow but steady oil leak that adds up over time. In more severe cases, you might notice the leaks are at a faster rate than normal. But wait, there's more. A failing rear main seal can cause a host of other symptoms that might not be as obvious. For instance, you might notice a burning oil smell coming from your engine bay or exhaust. This happens when leaking oil drips onto hot engine components, causing it to burn off and create that distinct odor. If the leak is severe enough, you might even see blue smoke coming from your exhaust pipe. Another symptom to watch out for is a rough idle. If your rear main seal is leaking, it can allow air to enter the engine, creating a vacuum leak. This can cause your engine to run roughly, especially when idling. You might notice your RPMs fluctuating or your car feeling like it wants to stall. In extreme cases, a rear main seal leak can even trigger your oil pressure light. If your engine is losing a significant amount of oil, it can cause a drop in oil pressure. This is a serious issue that needs to be addressed immediately to prevent engine damage. So, what causes a rear main seal to fail? Well, there are a few possibilities. One common cause is worn main bearings. These bearings support the crankshaft and allow it to rotate smoothly. If they become worn out, the crankshaft can wobble and put extra stress on the rear main seal, causing it to leak. Another potential issue is a clogged PCV, positive crankcase ventilation system. This can cause pressure to build up inside the engine, pushing oil past the rear main seal. Misalignment between the engine and transmission can also put strain on the seal and lead to leaks. Now I know what you're thinking. Can I just ignore a small rear main seal leak and keep driving? Well, I wouldn't recommend it. While a minor leak might not seem like a big deal, it can quickly escalate and cause more serious problems down the line. If your engine runs low on oil due to a leak, it can lead to increased friction, overheating, and potentially catastrophic damage. So, let's say you've confirmed that you do indeed have a rear main seal leak. What are your options? Unfortunately, there's no easy fix for this issue. I'll cover a temporary fix later on. Replacing the rear main seal is a labor-intensive job that requires removing the engine or transmission to access the seal on most vehicles. Now let's get to the cost of replacing a rear main seal. The cost to replace a rear main seal, RMS, can vary significantly depending on several factors, including the vehicle model, location, and the shop or mechanic performing the job. Here is a detailed analysis of the costs involved. Parts cost. The cost of the rear main seal itself can range from $10 to $80, with most being around $20 to $50. However, it is essential to note that the seal is just one part of the overall replacement process. Labor cost. The labor cost is the most significant component of the total cost. It can range from $300 to $1,600, with the average cost being around $600 to $900. The labor-intensive nature of the job, which involves removing the transmission and/or engine, contributes to these high costs. I know, it's not cheap. But trust me, it's better to bite the bullet and get it fixed than to risk more extensive engine damage down the road. There are a few products on the market that claim to temporarily stop rear main seal leaks like Blue Devil Rear Main Sealer or Rislone Rear Main Seal Repair. These do work in most cases. These additives are designed to recondition the seal and slow down or stop the leak. However, I always recommend using caution with these products. At the end of the day, if you suspect a rear main seal leak, the best course of action is to have it checked out by a qualified mechanic. They can properly diagnose the issue and give you an accurate estimate for the repair. I know it's not the news anyone wants to hear, but catching and fixing a rear main seal leak early can save you a lot of headaches and money in the long run.